Honestly, my face looks flawless. Like, hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup, for the most part, using a dollar store makeup. Okay, I'm helping crossing my fingers. It doesn't break me out, and I have high hopes that it's not. That's just me being dramatic. So I bought a whole bunch of LA colors and makeup all for my face. Okay, I got some powders, some look at the shade. Look at the shade range. I mean, it's not doing it justice on camera, but it looks better in person. But the shade range is like... So let me just go through the products in which I purchased. I purchased two pressed powders. This one is in the shade Cocoa, and then this one is in the shade Bronze. I purchased a, it says a powder blush, but I'm under the impression that this is actually a highlight because it says highlights cheeks. It says blush, but I think it's a highlight. And I got this in the shade Bronze. I got a concealer. It says concealer buildable coverage in the shade Toffee. Got a loose powder in the shade Deep. This was the darkest shade that they had. I got a matte foundation. Oh my God. A matte foundation in the shade Cappuccino. Then I actually bought a blush. This is in the shade Toast. There's C. I think there's E. And then I purchased their setting spray. And the only other product that I purchased that is not LA color is the e.l.f. wax pencil. It's the Shape and Stay wax pencil. So I'm going to be doing my whole face for the most part using all the products that I can with LA Colors products. You can purchase all of these items from the Dollar Tree. So all of it was $1. Now I'm not sure if you'll be able to find your shade at your Dollar Tree, but I went to a Dollar Tree in a predominantly Caucasian area, and they have some deep running shades. They're deep colored shades. I'm excited to try it. So everything that I can use on my face using LA Colors, I will. Everything else will be other brands. I'll list everything that I use down below if you're interested in it. So let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, I'm going to work on my eyebrows. I'm going to be using the LA Colors loose powder in the shade Deep, so that way I can set my eyebrows. And then I'm also going to be using the e.l.f. wax pencil to set my eyebrows as well, in regards to like keeping them in place. I've never tried any of these products. Have y'all? Because I'm kind of excited. I feel like I have high hopes. I feel like these products are gonna work. So this is the LA Colors loose powder in the shade Deep. Really small and so cute. This would be perfect to travel. It comes with a sifter, has a sticker over it like this in here. It's so small and compact. I love it already. And I didn't even try it on my face. This looks like it's gonna be a really good shade to set my under eye with. Y'all see that? Like so, like that. So let me set my eyebrows. I've already moisturized my face. I don't use a primer. But I've already moisturized my face. Let me just set my brows because I don't want shiny eyebrows. Okay, it looks good. I like blend it into my skin. Alright, those are the eyebrows on. Normally I will go in with Maybelline concealer, but LA Colors says that they got me covered. We'll see. This is their buildable coverage concealer in the shade Toffee. All of their products are really small and compact, which I guess kind of explains the pricing for it, but I think it's really cute. So this is the LA Colors concealer in the shade Toffee, as I stated before. I'm gonna use this to conceal underneath my eyebrows. Alright, so this is the product. I'm gonna just swatch it on the back of my hand. That looks really good. This is literally like a very subtle shade underneath the brows. It's not too bright. Can y'all even see it? I don't even think I could see it. It just kind of like blended into my skin. Oh wow, this looks good. I'm gonna do the other brow. Wow. This looks really good. Seeing as though it's not like super bright, I'm just gonna go ahead and use it for the top part of my brows as well, because it's just like blending into my skin. Oh my gosh, I also bought an eyeshadow palette. Hold on, this is the palette. The compact color shade. It's called Valley Girl, and they're just some neutral colors, so I wanted to purchase this as well. Oh, I forgot about these. I forgot. So far, these brows are looking really good. Look at that. That looks great. Wow, that blended out so nice. Like, what is on my head? Oh my god. Okay, so now I'm going to use the e.l.f. wax pencil. Maybe I was supposed to use this prior to. It says directions: draw wax onto brows, brush into place, wear alone or after applying brow color. All right, cool. This is the packaging of the e.l.f. wax pencil, and it's just a wax pencil. You won't be able to tell. All right, I'm just gonna apply that. Oh, wow, wow, wow. No, real talk. You could like feel it pressing down on your eyebrows. I like that. Y'all, I'm really excited. I don't know if y'all could tell, but I'm super excited because I just feel like this is just gonna look so good. Where is my eyebrow pencil? Wow. You don't even need to do that little soap trick if you purchase this, because it's like keeping my eyebrows down, and it's so smooth. That looks good, and it doesn't look like it picked up any of my eyebrow color off or anything. That's really nice. All right, so far so good. So now we're gonna work on the face. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to set my face in the areas where I get the most oily. LA Colors setting powder that I used for my eyebrows earlier, and just apply that to the areas where I get the most oily, which is gonna be like typical T-zone area. I ain't even gonna front to y'all. I feel like the foundation might not work. I'm scared, I'm nervous, because my face is just like, it's complicated. It can get complicated. This is the matte foundation in the shade Cappuccino. So this is the foundation. This is looking a bit light on camera and in person. Comes in this tube, kind of like the same tubes as you would get if you were to purchase like the LA Girl Pro Concealer. Alright, so let's see. Okay. The undertone of it looks extremely neutral. More on the gray side. Yeah, more on the gray side, so I'm not sure. Alright, let's see. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do with this? This is not it. Oh my god. I'm gonna blend it out. The smell is very yeah, that's not it. That's not it, boss. Yeah, it has a very strong fragrance. That's gray. Honestly, I think the concealer might work more as a foundation. Oh, I lied. Wow. Foundation, y'all. The concealer works better, but I'm not going to use the concealer all over my face. What I will do is I'll just spot correct with the concealer, and then I'll just put on my own foundation. So I took off that foundation. As you all could tell, it's very gray. I'm going to use their concealer to spot correct some hyperpigmentation on my face, and then I'm going to go in using my own foundation. Honestly, I've never spot treated ever. Before I use my own foundation, I'm just going to test out their pressed powder. This is in the shade Bronze, and it does come with a puff applicator, but it's like so cheap. It's so cheap. So I'm not going to be using that. So this is what the yeah. So like I said, I'm gonna go in with my own foundation. I went ahead and applied my foundation. As you all could tell, this pressed powder just isn't going to cut it to set all over my face. I can test it out anyway, so I'm just going to take a powder brush There is some fallout. I'm gonna just tap it over my face. We'll see. But this, no, this is ashy. This may work for an under eye highlight if you want to set your under eye concealer. But for all over the face, for my complexion. The next pressed powder that I'm going to be using is in the shade Cocoa. This is the shade here. I'm going to take it out of its packaging so it won't be deceiving. And this is the shade. Alright, so I wouldn't even be able to use this to contour my face, to bronze my face, or to set my face because it's just, that ain't it. Nah, I'm not even gonna test it out. So these two are not gonna work for me, but it's fine. They were only $1, but still, like, that's my coin, that's my money. I could probably use this underneath my eyes to set it as well, or if I wanted to, like, I don't know, just set my eyelids. There's different ways that you could use this powder, especially if it's too light for you. Try to make something work, girl. Just don't let it go to waste. Just try to make it work. These two compact pressed powders are just not gonna be it for me. Sorry, not sorry. All right, so moving right along, I'm gonna go back in with their concealer to conceal underneath my eyes. So it is a bit on the watery side, I want to say, but I'm going to let it sit and set on my face before I blend it out to see how much coverage I can get, because it did say it is buildable in coverage. Alright, let's do a little bit there. Oops. So this is going to set on my face, and in the meantime, I'm going to contour. My sponge it's not damp, but it is wet. At first try, it is kind of hard to blend out. I'm telling you, this feels like it's like blending into my skin, like you can't see anything anymore. Now I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing in regards to my under eye highlight. But it did say it's buildable, so we'll keep going. This is the first set of concealer on my face. It's like blending into my skin. Like, where did it go? I need it to appear. So I'm gonna do another layer just to see what that gives me. Like when I put it on, it looks bright enough, but then when I blend it out, it's like gone. Oh, gone. Okay, so this is the second layer. I'm gonna blend this out. Okay, so you could kind of see the second layer a bit more, which is fine with me. That's what I want. What I want. If your under eye highlight isn't as bright as you want it, your setting powder can help you out to bring out some brightness underneath your eyes. So don't be too hard on yourself, kid. You got it. Just use some other product. Alright, that looks better. My face looks a little bit better, a little bit brighter. So I'm gonna go back in with the setting powder and set underneath my eyes. Wow, this is like sinking into my skin. Like, where is it going? Maybe I just don't know how to put on makeup. I don't think I really do, but still. This is like giving me a super flawless look. Like, too flawless. Like, a part of me isn't mad, but a part of me is like, where's the highlight? Where is it? Or maybe it's there and I'm just like, I suck at my makeup so bad that I can't even tell. Alright, so that's the setting powder. Honestly, my face looks flawless. Like, I'm actually gonna use the powder that was too bright for me underneath my contour just to clean it up and see what it does on my face. Okay. You look at Didn't I tell you that if your product doesn't work all over your face or for something else, you can use it for something else? Look at this. Oh, this is right on time. That's it. There it is. That's what we needed. Still such a pretty shade. Let me see somewhere else. That looks really, see, this is the setting. This is it. Yep. Now I'm gonna go in and bronze my face up a little bit more, and then we're going to go in with our eyeshadow. Wow, my face looks good. It looks so flawless. Like, it doesn't look like I have a blemish or a bump in sight. Or I'm doing the most? I'm doing the most. And now I'm gonna go into my eyeshadow palette called Valley Girl. This says 90s, so I'm assuming it's gonna give us some 90s vibes. These are the shades. So first I'm going to go in and do my crease color. This is the brown here that I'm gonna use for my crease. Actually, let me use some of this concealer to set my lid and get it going. They didn't have an eye primer specifically to purchase, so I'm just gonna use the concealer, which I don't own an eye primer. So I would have gotten the concealer regardless. I'm gonna set it using their setting powder. So going into the darkest shade in this palette, I'm going to use that in my crease. There is a lot of fallout in these products, which isn't surprising. It was only $1. Relax. Do y'all see anything? Does that look ashy? Is that looking ashy? Okay. I'm just gonna blend it out. I don't like that. So it's coming up a very cool tone, like a cool tone brown. This is the fallout that's giving. I'm just gonna go in and use the peach shade, this peach shade right here, all over the lid. See what that does for us. It's chalky. Then I'm going to use the shimmery pink shade right here. It's a pink shade. I'm going to use that on the lid and see if it gives me some shine, some shimmer. Yeah, that'll do. That looks fine. Then I'm gonna take this shade right here and use that in my tear ducts. I have a secret. I don't like to do this. I don't like to highlight my inner corner area. Is it just me? Going in with that shimmery shade, I'm going to put it right here. So coming out of the eyes, to me, it looks a bit ashy. Especially that brown. I think it's the brown that did it for me. But for now, I'm gonna go into the blush in Toast. See the eyes? It's looking a little ashy. Alright, so the blush is pretty and it has some sheen to it, which is really nice. Like, y'all see that? But it's looking a little ashy as well. But it does have some sheen. It's really pretty. I'm going into bronze to highlight my face using my Morphe M451 brush. I don't know if you'll be able to even tell anymore. Ooh, this is pretty. My face looks ashy. Yeah, it's a very pretty highlight. It's really nice. Alright, taking everything and just blending it out. I'm gonna add some lashes today. I'm going to be using some eyelashes that I bought off of Prime, Amazon Prime, just these. Can you see the shade? This is the eye color, my cheeks. Because we all know lashes make everything better. So why not? Lastly, what I'm gonna use is I'm going to use their setting spray. Alright y'all, so I went ahead and added on my own gloss. I thoroughly enjoyed the bronzer. The bronzer is a highlighter. So nice. I love the setting powder. The setting powder, she's that girl. The setting spray I also like as well. It does dry down matte on your face, so it doesn't leave you feeling greasy or looking greasy either. Concealer, I like the concealer. I, for the most part, will probably continue to use this. The foundation, no. The eyeshadow palette that I used, that ain't it either, sis. As you all know, the pressed powders weren't my jam, just not all over my face. But this shade bronze was a good color to go ahead and cut my cheekbones, just to bring out that contour and that bronzy shade. All right, and the only other thing that I used that was not by LA Colors is the e.l.f. wax pencil. This is so good. That is it for the video on using dollar store makeup. Okay, how do y'all think I did? I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, like this video if you liked it, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye everyone.